So we've been waiting around to see what Iann Dior is going to do after he dropped his last single, Edge of Tomorrow. You guys asked for this video, haven't dropped the Iann update in a minute, so let's go ahead and jump into everything. After you guys like, comment, subscribe, join my Discord, follow my Twitch, let's get into things. So personally, I'm bumping Edge of Tomorrow, which was the last song that Iann Dior went ahead and dropped for us about a month and a half ago at this point. And I'm going to be completely honest, up until today, I have not watched the music video. I don't even know if I entirely knew that it came out, so my bad. But overall, I do think this song is a good replayable pop song. It's well produced, you know, better than most of Iann tracks, I feel like. It was a single that everyone wanted, so it's good of him to drop it after the Blind EP, which of course was also pretty solid, has some songs that are still in my rotation for sure. And also with this album hopefully coming out in the next, you know, few months, I guess, is it still Nothing's Ever Good Enough too? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he changed it. I just feel like he doesn't really tease that name enough, so I feel like he doesn't actually have one picked out or is gonna change it on us, I'm not gonna lie. Also, he had that tweet that said that he's going to be going on tour in the fall. I haven't seen him post any tour dates yet, and I hope that it's true that the album comes out before then. But Iann's been fairly active since the last video I made, you know, on his album, you know, a month or two ago. So we got snippets from late May all the way up until, you know, just yesterday that I want to show you guys. Starting off with the Community Grail, Too Many. Which this song just sounds like absolute peaked. It just seems a lot more mature from the production style that he's choosing, which is like a big improvement we need to see from Iann going into the next album. And I wasn't familiar how good this song was, you know, something he's teased before, kind of performed a while ago and everything. And I didn't know it was this good, to be honest. This is definitely my #1 grail. Then the next couple are more, you know, rap snippets from Iann that are untitled, so I'll play those back to back. Honestly, nothing kind of too crazy, just very basic type of Iann stuff I feel like we've heard before, and I don't really want this type of stuff. I want him to switch it up going into this next project. I really like this one he tweeted out a couple weeks ago, a summer type of song with Travis Barker. I'm not sure the name of that one, but I just like the pop punk vibes from Iann. I always like a Travis Barker type of collab. It's just my personal favorite lane is, you know, the happy, upbeat, you know, bright type of Iann song, so I'm perfectly fine with that one. And then for the first time at a festival or show recently, I'm not sure which one it was, but he did perform an unreleased song, Look What You've Started, live for the first time. Look what you started. Now that's a song he did, you know, preview before. I mentioned that in the last video. You know, he had a whole bunch of random snippets, you know, back then, and it's kind of cool to see him perform this one now, and it clearly seems like that's probably something that's going to be dropping if he's performing it, I'd imagine. And then just yesterday there's a sadder snippet called Some Days. So that's a lot of the newer snippets from Iann. I guess the only bad thing about him being, you know, pretty active and giving us snippets and everything is that we just have to wait for them to officially come out. He did have this tweet specifically about Too Many, if we go back to that song, where he said that they're still working on getting the mix right for the drop, so they unfortunately had to push it back. But he's wondering if we wanted something else in the meantime, which Iann actually hasn't like teased a song that he was legit gonna drop in place of Too Many. I mean, it was cool of him to ask, you know, what we want, and maybe he'll put something, you know, extra treat for us on the album. But Too Many has just been delayed because of the mix, and we're just kind of waiting for it. It should be his next drop. I'd rather just wait for Too Many as his next drop, have that, you know, be right next to Edge of Tomorrow as the singles. I think would be a good choice for him. I feel like those would be, you know, good back-to-back singles leading into a project. Also, Iann Dior did post a song bank in the studio. I'm not really gonna call it a track list, but there's tons of song titles A through Z. See lots of names, some you recognize, some you don't. Like Lifestyle was on there, which is pretty cool, but most of this we don't really know what it sounds like, but we're getting closer and closer to this album. Other than that, join my Discord, follow me on Twitch. We'll be live every single Friday and more. Twitter, Instagram, go check me out there, subscribe to my channels, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.